Thursday night baseball from Coors Field in Denver. It's the home opener of this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Colorado Rockies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. First pitch coming up as the leadoff man Melky Cabrera settles in to get us started.
For the Angels, left fielder, number 53.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit back up the middle. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Yunel Escobar. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
First delivery to him on the way. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Arenado's got it. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Albert Pujols. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the center fielder number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests. Grounded up the first baseline. but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Calhoun. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First pitch of the at-bat. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And this one gets away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out.
Right fielder.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. In there, no balls and a strike.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
One out and a runner on second base. This is on the ground over to first. Pujols has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fifth.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Ball two.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. But no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first. Digging in now, Gerardo Parra. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. And this one's in the dirt. Shoemaker comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Story is on his way home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Now for Parra, he picks up double number 2 on the year. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Cabrera is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Digging hard. He's headed for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Espinoza. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set and the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Here comes the 0-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul.
Man, I like the last two pitches. The changeup and then the fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And here's a fastball called for strike one. 0-1, here it comes. And no swing apparently, ball one. 1-1, here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dahl has room in foul territory, and no one will get this one.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping into the box, Carlos Perez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Story scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Matt Shoemaker.
The pitcher, number 52, Matt Shoemaker.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. LeMahieu onto the grass. And that's the third out. That'll bring up Tony Walters. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Tony Walters.
Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Now the pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and that's taken in by Escobar for the first out. Into the box now, Tyler Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 19.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Charlie Blackmon, who provided some excitement for the home crowd right out of the gate as he tripled to start out the home first. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
From the stretch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Striding in once again, Melky Cabrera. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball one. And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Dahl is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Now to the plate, Yunel Escobar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Parra on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble, but hangs on, and the inning is over. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Nolan.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Now
digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
That was a good take right there. Look, double play situation, and this guy's got a nasty split that makes you hit the ground ball. You're probably going to see it. That was a nice job of taking that pitch.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 1-0. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Calhoun has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Shortstop.
Ready for another chance? Trevor Story looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now the first pitch is in the air out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerardo Parra. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Runner around second now, headed for third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Here's Albert now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman number 5, Albert.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting,
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinoza. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Oh, that was a nice pitch, a changeup, first pitch. Hitter was aggressive, swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotted.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
David.
The pitch. Lays off 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low apparently. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. That'll bring up Tony Walters. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Walters.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, he really struggled in the first inning. Say struggled is kind. He really had a bad first. But, man, he's made a nice adjustment now and is really starting to dominate this game.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And this is fouled at the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. And Melky will make the catch for out number 2. Now at the plate, Tyler Anderson, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Blackmon. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Carlos Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit back up the middle. Story brings it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Settling in now, Matt Shoemaker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
That misses. 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Number 53.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Hit in 2 tries so far. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Shoemaker rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay to the plate, and he is in there. Digging in once again, Yunel Escobar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Cabrera rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this one's in the dirt. Throw won't get him. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Charlie Blackmon. 2 for 2 with a triple on his.
Center fielder number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun on the run. 2 gone. Here's Nolan Arenado. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone. Because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. it might be good for him.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Pujols is there, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Albert Pujols. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Albert
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in once again, Cole Calhoun. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Espinosa. 0 for 2 with a run batted in. For him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Ready once again, Andrelton Simmons. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw to third. And he's safe. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Carlos Estevez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. Ready for another chance? Matt Shoemaker 0 for 1 with a Runs scored
Your
thus
attention,
far.
please.
Luis Valbuena
Hitting for the
will be
Angels,
called on as a pinch hitter
number
here in a
18,
big spot. He'll
Luis
have the bases
Valbuena.
loaded with 2 out in the inning. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Jose Alvarez enters to
Now
do the
pitching for
pitching
the
in the
Angels.
bottom of the 6th.
number 48, Jose Alvarez.
Striding in once again, Carlos Gonzalez.
Leading off for
He'll
the
start
Rockies.
things.
Right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Perez goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Pitch on the way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Gerardo Parra.
Digging in and looking for more, Gerardo Parra. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1, here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Two and 1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So that keeps the inning alive with 2 out for David Dahl. Into the box, David Dahl. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. 2 out with the man at first. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Standing in, Melky Cabrera. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Melky Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He's clearly looking on the outside half right there. The check swing means he recognized that ball pretty good.
That's by him for strike 1.
1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera.
Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. Now at the plate, Yunel Escobar. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh as now there are two away. So striding forward now, Mike Trout. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 home. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over.
7th inning stretch.
At the plate, Tony Walters. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Catcher, Tony Walters.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Ready with the 0-1. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. 0-2. Here it comes. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Walters is retired and there's one away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Carlos Estevez. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning. Mark Reynolds will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Reynolds.
Blake Parker will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Parker.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen.
Sent on the ground out to second. Espinosa to his right. He has it. On to first as Reynolds is a ground out victim here. 2 away.
The center fielder,
Here's Charlie
19,
Blackmon now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Trout, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will get there as the go-ahead run is quickly to third now with a 2-out triple. Striding in, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here's another 2-2. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Holland comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. Here's Albert now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
First baseman number 5. Albert Pujols.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Story picks it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Angels,
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 3-0 now.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Danny Espinosa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Danny Espinosa stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. 1-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And that misses. 2-1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Danny Espinosa goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Andrelton Simmons is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
The pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out. Here's Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Now the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Up next for Colorado.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Digging in, Carlos Perez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So stepping in, Ryan Butcher. He'll get take his first cuts here. Number 21 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
21.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Digging in, Melky Cabrera. There's one away, the runner at first. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And now after the stolen base, they'll go ahead and put him on here to keep the double play in order with 1 away.
Now
at the plate, Yunel Escobar. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now the 0-2 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners are at first and second with one away. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. That's popped up now towards short right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Number 8.
Perez comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 21.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So striding in, David Dahl. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He and Desmond will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. That'll bring up Tony Walters. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Dustin Garneau will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Albert Pujols. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Albert.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. It was a walk in his last trip. Mike Dunn, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
For the Rockies, number 38, Mike Dunn. A defensive change for the Rockies. Now playing first base, number 20, Ian Desmond.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The 2-1 on its way. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinosa. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Now batting, Andrelton Simmons. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And the second run will score as they open things up a bit now, 6-3. Settling in now, Carlos Perez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High pop up. Story on the move. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And there's 1 away now. Ready now, Perez. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. C.J. Cron will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. So coming to the plate, Melky Cabrera. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set and the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing? And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now. In now, Yunel Escobar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Chad Qualls is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Chad Qualls.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Mike Trout.